Okay, and as you can see, dog camp's still up. Mickey is cooperating. He's earning his pay today. Laying in front of the camera, sleeping. Very difficult job. Okay, did we rest? Oh. Saw this up here and I was like, oh, I can't cast it yet, though. But we are good to cast spells. Okay, so time to move on. What are we going to do next? What did I think I was going to do next? Oh, we're going to do the tower, aren't we? Oh, I guess we'll go talk to Herax real quick. Story is old as the world itself. The only thing left for the commander is to do extract some personal benefit from it. Then we'll go to the tower. You. Yeah, I know she doesn't like going there, but she'll get over it. She's better, at least. So this is just for a turn-in that we've done. Oh, turn-in for a quest that we did. Never mind. I can talk about the right stuff. Greet you with the smile, blah, blah, blah. Shivaro is dead. Eric's laughter is light and cheerful, as if you were discussing an inconsequential matter rather than murder. What excellent news. You are my hero, my knight in shining armor. I've heard it said that on Galarian it is customary for a lady to grant her knight some token as a sign of her affection. Let this remind you of your friend in the 10,000 Delights, headband of the wise negotiator. Dun, dun, dun. I know about this place and its owner. Do you mean the former madam or the new one? Look awful, what happened to you? What can you tell me about Shivaro and Minago? Stuff. Who are you? More stuff. Look awful, what happened to you? You mean my scars? A trifle. I'm a succubus. We're all beautiful and charming. We aren't bothered by the odd questions that haunt your kind. What if I'm not attractive? What happens once my beauty fades? Blah, blah, blah. I left these scars to serve as a reminder of how I got to where I am. As a reminder for others, that is. Now the smug scum will think twice before challenging my authority. Why is this place so named? Duh. And I have no more questions. Okay, so next. Oh, the tower is in the 3rd level, isn't it? So, is it? Yeah, it's on the 3rd level. And we're taking this way to get there. And we'll do buffs once we get outside. And get everybody up back on their mounts. Unless Arushale doesn't want to cooperate again. Although I don't think it's her fault. I think it's Bismuth's fault.
I need to concentrate.
Together we stand.
Oh.
I must part with
You see, she's busted.
Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings.
We'll be fine. Okay, everybody get close together. Closer together. Better? Okay, so we have to get back to the tower. Where's the tower? Was it? It wasn't. Is it the second one? I hate this. No, it took me here for this one. I didn't choose to go there. This is where the quest was supposed to be. Should be this way across this bridge. There it is. Okay, went the right way. Wants to be my friend? No one? Gotta wait for the tower to get here. I think it's coming this way. No? That was Christmas? What's... Christmas is right around the corner? Is that what you're saying? Is it? Oh, oops. Button. Guess we'll arrive before the tower at this rate. Yeah, because it helps to click the right button. Thought we had to make it appear in front of us like everything else on this in this city. Ah, this place.
See? I'm indispensable.
This inscription is written in an archaic elven script. You recognize the word "stranger's home." I see you, and I implore Callistria. It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years.
Watch out for trouble.
Mean traps. Traps like that. That we're gonna step on.
Something is not right here. It is done.
Disintegrate. Didn't work. Sucks to be that trap. Interesting. At least it is one of the two decent treasures. Corpse of a demon who was not smart enough to avoid a magical tarp. Not a trap, a tarp. Wreckage of what was once a magical golem. Oh, look, a skeleton with junk on it.
Keep your calm.
Two decent treasures. Which treasure are you talking about? Keeping in mind, yes, I've been here before, so I know there's lots of stuff here. Well, there's stuff here. I don't know if lots.
I am finished.
Admiral Akbar. It's a tarp. It is a tarp. It's always a tarp.
There are many roads to success.
Hi, Gollum.
I am finished.
So who should shoot it first?
Please, allow me.
Time to practice my combat ability.
I like how a ranger's quarry triggers combat, but a slayer's focus thing doesn't. Yet they do basically the same damn thing.
I will resist.
And quicken, burn, stuff, go. No, this one in particular triggered combat because you have the gloves that cause sick. Oh, is that what it is? Yes, it's the ability that comes with it.
So it comes to this.
Oh, the haze? Oh, that's right. That's what causes the haze. It's that stuff.
No glory without risk.
Oh, she actually tripped something. Holy crap. Or somebody tripped something. It's immune to sicken. Intimidate fail. Who actually tripped it? Is it Bob? I think Bob is the one who did the trip. Bob, he hit. He tripped it. Bob was the one who tripped it.
Prepare yourself.
We won't falter.
Ta-da.
There is no greater satisfaction than in overcoming a challenge.
True.
That is, of course, until one day the challenge overcomes you.
Bonus to dexterity. We'll take that and turn those off now. Good on burn. Turn your armor on. All set.
I will guide.
Lethal Conductor Dagger. Oh, that's the other. That's the loot, the dagger.
It is done.
Don't even try to gloat.
Free stuff? Don't know what that was supposed to
The
do.
waiting's never fun.
Focus on the goal.
I sense something.
What did we send? Where is the actual thing to disarm it? There you are.
I am finished.
Headband of rigorous training headgear. Okay, that's what those buttons were for. Oh, look, it's a trap we didn't see. Oh, this one. Now we get to, let's see, go around or just have...
Something is not right here.
Mr. Griffinhart. It's not that. Okay, Veronica.
Waiting. What's that?
Trap.
Let us be off. I am finished.
You are finished, but unfortunately you didn't actually disarm the trap.
It is done. I am finished. Let's move.
Okay, so what we do is we got to get rid of all the traps up here, and then we have to do the stupid stuff for this to make stuff freeze in place type deal. Good job, Bismuth. I don't know where the hell you're going.
Watch out for trouble.
I don't understand this. Now I forget what we're supposed to... Oh, we're supposed to be trying to get up here, right?
Keep your calm.
And up there as well. Yeah, I know. The platforms move as you move the camera, but I forget what we're supposed to do. Like the other stuff in the Lucian Bride. But if you stand on them, they stop moving, right? But you can't step on that one because that one's in the way. So...
No reason to pause.
Oh, and then this one's lowering, going up and down too. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's... There we go. Now he's stuck here forever. We did that though, didn't we?
Rely on me.
There we go. Oh, I like how you don't move the camera and it still comes over here.
We should move.
Because you moved a character off of it. Yeah, I know.
I am finished.
Oh, and of course everybody comes across when you do that. Oh, 15,000. Boots.
It will work.
Apparently somebody didn't make that. Yeah, actually I hit G, hoping that it was going to split the party up, but it didn't. That would have been nice. Makes it so it's easier to move individuals around when you do that kind of stuff. So that was the only one on this level, right? So that was it, right? Oh, look at Rocket blocking the camera. Okay, so Spirit Trackers. These boots grant Spirit Hunter 4 additional uses of Spirit Weapon Enchantment ability per day. Could you be more specific? Good, Rocket. Lay in front of the camera. They miss Formation Manager and Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I miss that too. Well, I'm trying to figure out who has the stupider companions. This game or Baldur's Gate 3? As far as finding paths through stuff. Like, oh look, there's a trap we know about. Let's everybody walk across it. Both games do that. That's great. So much fun. I think it's a small margin simply because there's 6 people here instead of 4. Listen, what, they jump after you? They try to, at least.
It is done.
And for companions of Pathfinder, it's far less complex. Well, they have less. They're moving on just a flat plane. That's why. In the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. Stuff. And Elven notes. You know, screw finding traps. Just walk into it. I like Jeff's. We're using Jeff's method of disarming traps. It's very effective. Though this magical trap is now old and dysfunctional. Yes, very dysfunctional. The door. Disarmed. You see a sturdy door set in a stone arch in the middle of the room. The location seems rather odd, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tiny little metal bell with a braided pole. Knowledge arcane. You see spells enshrouding both the door and bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the Conjuration School. Examine the door closely. This is an ordinary door. Judging by the intricate carvings on the door, it is of elvish make. The bell also appears quite unremarkable, though the bell pull is covered in an ornate pattern. There is nothing unusual about this door other than its location. Ring the bell. The door swings open and an ephemeral form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door, you can just make out the hazy interior of a small, trinket-filled room, the typical ambience of a Galarian inn. Here's the storyteller there. Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut. Cautiously touching the stone floor, the unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for it is undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. Getting mauled by all the animals in front of him. Storyteller's head swivels around in bewilderment, his hands reaching to examine everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Gimpy, is that you? Thank the gods, it is you. Where are we? And if you don't mind my asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? He listens intently to the sounds coming from the city. A good question. Judging by the demon speech I hear, we are in the abyss, correct? Then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. Ring, did you ever find all the storyteller's pages? I don't know. How many are there? I have no idea if I found them all. How would you know if you found them all? You are unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be surprised at my appearance. This means the spell was cast in the past. In my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit, this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing, but this place where we are, it's a tower, isn't it? Yes, I am right, a tower. I'm just curious if you saw the end of the storyline in the game. I don't know. I remember reading the pages and stuff, but I don't know if it was the end of his story or not. I can't remember everything from the story. We'd have to look up the text to see if I actually made it all the way through. Why did you need this portal? Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past I was a court mage of the Lady in Shadow. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the Abyss to Galarian. Came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. Never mind the pages themselves. If you think back to what you talked to him. Right. Yeah, I know you talked to him and stuff, and he tells, that's where he tells you the story as you collect the pages. I know that. But I hope there's something. I probably should see if there's something on the internet. If somebody actually put that up somewhere, his whole dialogue, so you actually know his story and put it in order. That would be nice. Somebody want to do that for me real quick? Storyteller nods, and with understanding, you were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Illusionera. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. I know that feeling. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from mines or maybe from the bottom of the sea? The elf takes out a delicate compass from his bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning. I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know. What do you think of Galfrey under ordering me to the abyss? Storyteller purses his lips. I am not a politician or a military leader, but I've seen all sorts in my life, and that's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure from the abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Galfrio is envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of him. But most do not think this. The majority praise the queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It's quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Galfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west, to the heart of the world wound. I see. A sense of recognition, it's truly astounding. I definitely used to live here, and if there were no other claimants, I'm ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest anytime. How is Galfrey? It is impossible to tell by the storyteller's face whether or not he's surprised by your question. She is acting in the manner befitting the queen standing at the head of the Crusades. As for her spirit, that I do not know, but I could ask her on your behalf if you'd like. Please do. Then I will. Come visit me again after a while, and I will tell you her answer. Found a page that might interest you. You're right, another piece of evidence. Stuff. Thank you. I'll find more pages. I found a page that might interest you. Good job. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Why didn't Eticula send you to Descari? Whatever. Who is Azagna? Demon Lord, servant of the Mashtu, simultaneously inhabits 7 mighty ant bodies. Zagna and Descari are always sniping at each other. Where is your friend Kinney now? With here with me, of course. The stubborn lad refused to stay in the Illusionera and volunteered to accompany me to the Rasping Rifts. Please continue. More story stuff that we've read before in the past that I really don't feel like reading again right now. That's a dog butt on the camera? Are you sure? What's so special about Descari's side? Stuff. Please continue. So much stuff to read. God, they really should have somebody read this. I would have sat back and listened to this. Tell me about the fight between Descari and the Zagna. Blah, blah, stuff. Stuff, stuff. Please continue. So much stuff. Please continue. So much reading. Again, they should have paid somebody to read this stuff. Thank you for your stories. You know what I miss most about the Abyss? My prestige of the Golem. Not surprised, the Golem? Well, how surprising. Well, I can help you with that. No living creatures other than me can pass through this portal, but a Golem isn't alive. Please allow me to try to bring your thing here. Prestidigipainter here. I don't remember that. Oh, that's the Golem for changing our appearance, isn't it? For you to carry out your mission surrounded by enemies, I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however. When I return to Galarian, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring this bell, and I will deliver them to you. Can't find anything at this moment. Yeah, I don't think anybody would put that up, I don't think. Need to replenish my supplies just to see what you have. Timely assistance. Ever an ally in a 20-foot area of this wearer lands a killing blow. This belt of Constitution +4 makes the wearer's next spell extended as though using the extend spell feat. It also grants the wearer a +4 enhancement bonus to wisdom. twice as long as normal. Don't really need that. Spirit Thrasher Quarterstaff. Whenever the wielder of this +4 axiomatic quarterstaff extends points from their key pool, they get a +2 morale bonus on attack and damage rolls for 2 rounds, so monk weapon. Throwing axe. We're not doing any throwing axes. Crushing Presence hat. Charisma +6 grants the wearer an ability to push all enemies in a 15-foot area 10 feet away and suffer bludgeoning damage. This ability can be used 3 times per day. Ring of Boreal Might. Ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously. It grants them the ability to cast the following spells, the ice spells. Cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot at the required level. I don't think we have anybody doing cold. I think the view group 9, I think, has somebody doing cold stuff, but we don't have anybody in this group. Spiteful Barbs, medium armor, +5 chainmail, +5 to persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. Whenever the wearer suffers 10 or more hit points from a single attack, they gain +1 round bonus to AC for 1 round. The next melee attack deals an additional 2d6 piercing damage in a successful hit. Oh no, yeah, this is actually, it's a nice ring, or whatever it is. The Ring of Boreal Might. This is actually a good ring if you're set up to do cold stuff in this, but we're not set up to do cold in this run. Ring would be handy with the character using the lightning braces. Again, we don't have anybody using that either. We didn't do lightning this run. We didn't fire with Darren. Dragonfall. +4 insight bonus AC against dragons. Also +2 insight on attack, damage rolls, and saving throws against dragons. This thing is kind of late in this game, isn't it? We don't see too many dragons after this. Just saying. There's a couple, but there's not enough to warrant wearing this. What's Gimpy wearing for armor? We'll play to spell nullify. Persuasion stuff. It's wearing. This is for his casting. Martial excellence. Additional 1d8 bludgeoning damage on hit with unarmed attacks and +2 confidence. So good monk one. But virtue. +2 dodge bonus to AC. +2 confidence bonus on attack rolls against evil enemies. Only monks of good alignment can wear it. Diamond dust do we even have? I think we're set on diamond dust with 800. Again, there's some good stuff here to buy, but nothing we particularly need. Oops.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
No, it does. Okay. So now we have to go find a crystal. Right? Time to think. No matter nothing, Finny is waking less than a trace of shadows. Did he give us something to do? Not you. There we go. Art of making friends. Now I have to run all the way back. Thing. You bought whatever may have been useful from the storyteller, right? I bought whatever you may have been useful. Actually, no, I didn't find anything that would have been useful to me. For this particular group, he didn't really have anything that was useful for us. He loses or changes his inventory in the next act. That's okay. We'll survive. Come on, bridge. Go. Now I have to go back to our camp. Go play around in the caves. Do I want to do that, though? Actually, this would be a good place to stop for campaign stuff today. That way we can move on to the giveaway and group stuff. A couple of magic items and chests in the tower. Anyway. We take a quick break and we get back. We'll get started with today's monthly giveaway, and we'll also get started with View Group 9 in the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC. So, gonna get up, stretch some legs, get some water, that kind of thing. If you've been watching the stream for any length of time, I suggest do the same. I'll be back in a few minutes to get started with other stuff, and thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.